Good morning, everybody. Me and my uncombed hair. Good morning, guys. Never combed the hair, just woke up. It's been a long time since I made a video, but hey, there's a lot of great stuff happening in the background. I was busy with work, and there's a lot of new cars that I've introduced to the channel. And I'm getting rid of the old car, the old girl that we did the transmission, changing the conductor plate. The Fiat 500 is right behind me. I'm at home now, but I'll be heading to the garage soon. And the Fiat 500 is perfectly fine. I'm not driving it right now. I just want to leave it there. I'm not getting into the habit of buying and selling cars anymore on a low scheme level. I'm doing this professionally now. So anyway, without wasting time, let's dive right into the new car, and I'll show you some of the old car that is going away as well. So without wasting time, let's dive right into it. Okay, so I've got myself a W204. This is what I'm driving now, and this girl is going. But it breaks my heart to let this car go because it is a good car, and I hate it to go because this car performs better and faster than this one, and this one feels more comfortable, more luxurious, and more unique than this one. I prefer this car, but circumstances are forcing me to get rid of it. Besides, I just wanted to try the new things. So this will be my daily driver from now, and this I've already sold it to a mate of mine. I'm gonna be dropping it to him in a few hours from now. So for the last time, it's time to say goodbye to this car. And we'll get into the details and specs of this car at the end of this video if time allows it. But I'll also dive into some of the throttle body work that I'm doing on the W202. So for now, this is it. Say goodbye to this girl, guys, for the last time. Right here also on the W202, I've really made some progress. I moved on with the wire. I temporarily tried it on the car, and the car started, but then unfortunately one of these days I was trying to pull it out of the shed here and then to drive in another car in here to do a repair, but unfortunately that the car stopped, so I don't know why it did. But anyway, today I'm gonna try and replicate this old injector wire because I've got better new injector wires that I got off the later model of the W202. I think that was 98, because this is 94 with the biodegradable wire. This wire was from the 98, and I think it will serve me better because this one is literally in bits like we've seen in previous videos. So what I'm going to try to do today is just to replicate this wire, put it back into the harness. As for the throttle body, I've used a different type of connection, so I'll show you that as well. I've used a DT connector from Bosch. I bought it on Amazon. It was cheap. I'm going to show you that as well. I'm going to try and put everything back in the car and see if it starts today, but if it doesn't, that's fine. But at the end of the day, I'll figure out what caused the car to shut off in the first place, because the wire was hanging loose when I planted it in the car for a trial. But then all this while the car was starting and running, but unfortunately that didn't work out. But I have the throttle body out, and I also removed the old coil packs, because the old coil packs, I think they were very weak, and they've been in the car for as long as the car is alive. I don't think anybody else managed to change it, but I did manage to also buy new coil packs, which I'm going to put in this car together with all of this new wire that I'm going to try to fit it in all today. But before we begin, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and then let's dive right into it. These are the new coil packs. See, the throttle body is not here, so the coil packs sit down there, and it's much easier to replace them when the throttle body is here. But should you have to remove the throttle body just so you can put a coil pack in there, it's crazy. But anyway, these are the new ones. I've also made new wire for them, and everything is as is. So I'm just going to try and put them all back now and see what's going to happen. So if you can see, they're easily popping up from here, and they just sit there like that. Why they decided to put the coil packs, bury them somewhere under here. There you go. So that's sitting there, and there. The bolt on to the intake manifold. Here's another one. I don't know if you can see this one, but it's the second coil pack. You just have to put your fingers down here and then find the holes. So that's the coil packs there, and that's the bolts that I'm trying to tighten. I'm just trying to move positions so you all can see. If you take a look at this, they were simple, but there's no much instructions about these things anymore on the internet or anywhere else. These designs were easy and simple and a bit complicated at the same time. That's tight. That's tight enough. It's tight. So that's the coil pack sitting there, and that's the 10 mils, and the wire just goes down there up to here. I'll show you where it goes in a while. So now I'm gonna try and put the throttle body back. Of course, everything is temporary until I get things up and running. This is the type of connection that I use compared to the previous one. I bought this on Amazon and it's 8-pin and whatever, but I'm gonna try and fit it in today and see how it's gonna look like. That's the first 13 mil for the throttle. This one is next. And this one is next. Just for temporary reasons, I'm doing it now because I will remove it back for new and better fitments. Coil packs, throttle body's in. Just everything is temporary for now until I see that I'm getting somewhere. Okay, at this stage, I've pretty much put everything in the car, roughly, and it scares me, but hey, I'm just going to show you what I did, and hopefully this car starts today. If it doesn't, I'll leave it at that because I'm sick and tired of it anyway at this stage. So this is as rough as the wire is. That's everything else there, and this is the connection that I've made for the throttle body. If you can see it, it's just right here for the throttle, and then this is the coil pack, and then that's that for the injectors, and this is going back into the main motherboard. So I'll just take it from here and see how it goes. We all are afraid of the moment of truth, but I'm not. It looks like something is misfiring, so could be the firing order. So what are we looking at here? We're facing at a coil pack problem. Why did I have this here in the first place? It looks like we have a misfire or something. I don't know. It's spinning, and then when it wants to kick in, it stops. So I don't know what's going on really, but I'll have a look now and see. Spark plugs are drenched in oil, and I don't know why. Maybe is it because of cranking too much? I don't know. Trying to take them out and see, but the car won't start anyway. That's the issue. It's not starting. The last time it did start. This time around it's just a different case altogether. So I don't know what's really happening, but I'm gonna try and see what's happening with the spark plugs. The damn spark plugs are drenched in oil, and I'm trying to figure out why that is so. That's why there's no fire probably. But if this car doesn't go on today, I will leave it. They're drenched in oil, that's what I'm talking about. Try and clean these up and see what happens. But this is my last try after these spark plugs. I'm not going to attempt to do anything else. I'm just going to let it be, because time's running out. I need to go back home. So if it fails today, tomorrow's another day. Try and put it back in place. I've already done spark plug 1, so this is 3 now. We'll see how it goes from here. I'm going to do something different. If this engine gives me more trouble, because it's a useless engine anyway, it's no horsepower. I just wanted to keep it natural, but I'm going to ship out an LS1 engine and swap it. I promise you this. It's not fully clean, but hopefully something happens. I don't know. For the sake of today and peace of mind, then I'll know next time I need to bring spark plugs. There is enough lot of smell of fuel going on around anyway. So I'm getting fuel, I'm just not getting spark. Unless there's a relay that's there to do with spark, I don't know. I never got to enjoy this car ever since I bought it. Had all these mischievous wiring problems, and I just wanted to sort that out of the way before I start riding on it, because I knew it was going to break down on me any day. So right now, it's gone beyond reliable. I can't trust it until I make it 100% bulletproof. That's the spark plugs in. I cleaned them all. Let me see what happens. I'm gonna crank it now. Definitely no spark and something's locking the engine. Because mind you, when I did the wiring, the first test trial, it did work out. And then I tried to pull it out and then it just stopped. And now it started and something's like locking the engine. I don't know. It looks like it wants to kick on there. I'm just not getting it. Whatever error or misinformation this engine is facing, I don't know, but I'll get to the bottom of it. That kind of crank is like, it's going on and then stopping, going on and then stopping. So I don't know, something is wrong there. It's not even making an attempt to fire up. That's the issue. Nah. I am getting fuel, but there's no spark, there's no smoke coming out of there. So if there was any smoke coming around here, we would think that something is happening, but nothing is happening. It's just locking. The engine is locking at some stage. I don't know why. This is definitely not a wiring problem here, so I have no clue what's binding that engine together like that, but figure out something that I did stupidly when I was putting back the coil packs. One coil pack is supposed to be in the front and the other is supposed to be in the back. So now I just try to swap. I swapped the wires, and so now I'm gonna try and fire up the car and see what happens. You hear that? Something's about to happen here. You see that? So I'm just, one coil pack is just not sitting the right way. And now it's spinning freely. There's nothing choking the engine anymore. Ay, ay, ay. So, why is it not holding the idle then? Because it's misfiring. That's what it is. Yep. Anyway, guys, in this scenario, I'm just going to wrap it up because I know exactly what I need to do. I just need to swap the coils and put them back. For now, this is what it is. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video where we're going to make it start and get it going.